Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dan Hunt, coming to you live from Villanova, Pennsylvania. And as everybody that will see this or that is on this may or may not know, at around 12 o'clock today, a message came out from USI Tech corporate offices that they are going to terminate operations in the United States and Canada. This announcement came as an absolute surprise to all of us. I have talked to several leaders around the country, and none of those leaders had any idea that this action was going to be taken. The reasons behind the action and why they have made the decision for this action, they stated in a letter that is in your back office that the marketing practices and the legal issues that have arisen from these marketing practices in the US and Canada has created a problem for the company, and they have decided that it would be better for them to just not do business in these areas. The marketing practices that they're talking about are the things that all of the leaders in the USI Tech community have been talking about, and we have been preaching that the marketing practices and the hype marketing practices really need to be stopped. So these are the things that we've been talking about over and over and over again. And finally, for the ownership of USI Tech, they've decided that the legal actions that have arisen from these types of practices make it no longer viable for them to do business in the United States and Canada. I'm going to try to answer the questions that are coming to me over and over and over again. The first thing is everybody thinks that this is happening just to them and just in their back office. That is not the case. We believe that this messaging went out to everybody unilaterally across the country. The commissions that are due to you up until this day, I can tell you that we started receiving some of our commissions, and some of the other leaders this morning did receive some of the commissions that have been backing up since the beginning of the year. I know that they had changed a wallet vendor and some of those types of things, and some background stuff, and they were having problems with those commissions everywhere in the world, and now those commissions are starting to be released. But we know no more right now than you do, because we got the exact same letter that you did, and we will post a copy of that letter when I get done here. We will post a copy of that letter in this broadcast so everybody can see it if they can't get on their back office for one reason or another. The letter does state that they will continue to pay out all BTC packages. It says that they will cease commissions as of today, and it doesn't really address the tokens and how the tokens will work, but our assumption at this time is that the tokens that you own you will continue to own, and they will turn into coins just like the process should be. You just will not be allowed to buy any more tokens, and you will not be allowed to receive commissions on any of the token sales from this point forward. I know a lot of people have come on to this Facebook Live since I started, so I'm going to reiterate that today, around noon Eastern time, USI Tech put an announcement out that they will cease operations in the United States and Canada. That came out today at around noon. It came out in the form of a letter in your back office. We received this letter in the back office exactly the way that you guys received this letter in the back office. We were not forewarned. There was no talk with us beforehand letting us know that this was coming. The letter states that the BTC packages will continue to cycle until they cycle out. You will not be allowed to purchase any more. It states that your commissions will be paid through today. It states, it actually doesn't state much on the token package, but our assumption is that the tokens that you own will stay in place. I will tell you that Patty and Professor Frost and myself have all spoken with our attorney this morning already to try to get some clarity on this. I have a call into the ownership of USI, and I'm sure that he will be reaching back out to me at some point later today so we can get clarification. If we get any other information that we feel is pertinent for the field, we will put that information out as quickly as we can and as quickly as the lawyers tell us we can. Patty's phone and my phone have been blowing up over the last couple hours, so I figured I would come on here and I would try to give everybody as much information as we possibly can. My recommendation to everybody at this point right now is to not go out on Facebook and talk about it, and not go out on Facebook and make all these announcements. If you have presentations that are on Facebook, at this point, I would go through your Facebook page, go through your YouTube channel, and either take them down or disable them. And I would try to keep a very low profile and put out exactly what the company has put out. That would be the best operating procedure for doing this, but getting out on Facebook and talking about it and commenting about it just spreads rumors sometimes that that just aren't true. Right now, the facts that we know right this second are that USI Tech has discontinued operations in the United States and Canada. The reasons that they have done this is because of the marketing practices and the legal actions that have taken place as a result of those marketing actions in those countries. They've stated that the BTC package will be paid out in its entirety. They've stated that your commissions will be paid through today. And when and if we get any clarification past that, we will pass that along to everybody. Again, this is a very difficult time for all of us, and I understand that this is a difficult time. And as soon as we hear any information from the company or from our lawyers, we will pass that along to everybody as quickly as we possibly can. So again, thank you all for tuning in, and as soon as we get anything, Patty or I will be back to you.